If you want to know what you're good at, and, well, also what you suck at, check out csgohub.com. Coming!
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're at.
Sure. Skip this ad. Just like you skipped out on buying Amazon stock and Google and Apple. Need I go on? I'm sure you think you're too busy to invest online. You want to see busy? I got enough laundry here to hide the sun. But that doesn't stop me from investing, because I got eToro. You just log in, pick a stock, set an amount, and hit trade. And yeah, you gotta pay a commission, except no, you don't, because they don't take one. That's right. You can invest in stocks with no commission. Zero. Nada. Zilch. Still got it. Now, maybe you're thinking, but I'm just a food blogger. I can't do this trading stuff on my own. Well, I got news for you, pal. With eToro's social trading, you don't have to. This is called a news feed. It's like your social media feed if your social media feed had things that mattered. And if you've got any questions, just ask them. Observe. Is there a celebrity discount on stocks?
If they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more.
Intel. Mountain Dew Game Fuel. DHL. And GG Bet.
One map is all that stands between Mad Lions making it through to another stage of this event, or at least another series, and Mad Lions having an extra chance for survival. And before the break, we heard Chris J saying that online has seriously affected the team. I mean, we can all see it. We don't need an explanation about that one. But what we do need an explanation about is the fact that they're now with each other. They're on boot camp. They can recreate that LAN experience. They can scream in each other's faces. They can hype each other up. and it's clearly not working, Hugo.
Yeah, I mean, Mad Lions are in a really good spot now. I want to look at some positives for mousesports moving forward, right? This game isn't over. Every map is on its own, like its own. I don't know where I'm going with that sentence, but basically, we saw them play Nuke the other day against Na'Vi, and they looked really, really good. They had a great 7-round T side, that's respectable, and then they had a lockdown CT side with 9 rounds to 2. We saw some great CT aggression. They were flashing aside into each other into lobby, taking control away from Na'Vi. The only worry saying all of that is, even though we didn't catch the game, we know that Mad Lions love Nuke. They are Danish after all. They took complexity to OT, albeit losing there as well. So it's not going to be an easy game for mousesports. Their work is more than cut out for them.
Ooh, well, you know what that music means. It's Nuke, it's the second map, and it's Mad Lions taking on mousesports. Oh, I need to get a breather as we get ready to head in to the map pick of Mouse, and we're hoping that they can bounce back at the very least to give us a bit more of a competitive series. This pistol round about to begin. It's Mouse buying up armor on 3 with a bit of utility for Carrigan and Chris J. Over on this side of Mad Lions, it is just armor in play, so no defuse kit. That might be important as this game ticks on.
Heavy outside for mousesports. 2 on the silo. They're going to be dropping past main and running CT. I love this idea from mousesports already, taking a lot of control away from Acor, who has to concede and sit back in the spawn. Buy time has expired, though. No AWP to grab here today. He's got to wait. mousesports, do they want to dedicate time to chasing down this player, especially if he's not giving them fights? Roy, he's hanging around in heaven. He's got a bit of info as he fights back to Frozen. mousesports, despite taking hell, are going to drop Secret to B, and Frozen has actually pushed the ramp player down. He's rotating. Asilian in the B site already. He's going to hit everything. So mousesports, they have to be very ready for this position because this is all being telegraphed. Mad Lions know what's going on, even if they're in the wrong places. Asilian deep down. He's dead. mousesports own the B site.
Owen Waxick, along with Frozen. Frozen draws them in with the attention, surely. No, he's going to peek later, and there it is, the peek from Frozen, but they both get dealt with immediately. That's a great reaction from Mad Lions, and oh no, Roy's followed up with another. Rops needs to win this fight, and he will. Carrigan holding down the site is only good for 1, and now it's the Doormaster Rops. He's trying to not let them back into this round, and ooh, Roy's going to take his head clean off. 4 in the pistol. For Roy, it's Mad Lions getting their first on the board nice and early out of the gate.
Yeah, great retake shots. mousesports could have definitely tucked and played a lot safer in the post part there, especially once they got control of that secret area, not leaving a player in there. Well, bit of a problem apart from Rob's waiting decon, but even then he gets immediately killed by Roy aggressing off the back of the bomb. No kit for Mad Lions either, so time was definitely in the hands of mousesports, not that they were to know. And even though that was a good fake for mousesports, right, they actually throw the hell smoke, they take control towards CT, they push Acor back, Mad Lions stack A, they think it's an A take through heaven, and then mousesports go back down to B. Like, I like that idea, and it did delay the rotations, but not enough. Mad Lions in control once again, and we're relying on a hero AK on Carrigan. Let's see if he can carry again, because it's going to be just him and Deagles. Nice scout shot, and there's the swing. Roy could have gotten so much more, but he does do damage before he perishes. Acor scout finds a scalp, and only 1 gun now for mousesports, traded over to Frozen. Chris will pick up Carrigan's dropped AK, but no armor behind it, and that bomb is still left back in spawn.
I would hate to go out hurt. I'd hate to. I'd really hate it. Ooh. Frozen. Trying to creep past outside, and he has just gotten around Acor, who has no idea. Frozen has caught perfect timing there. And so now on to a second. Innocent is going to try and move his way up into Secret. Now, I said I would hate to go out hut. mousesports not going to head out hut, but instead they're going to run right by hut, and that's basically the same thing. Shush here with the auto shotgun actually gets shut down at the first hurdle. And the bomb plant will come through for Mouse. Now, Asilian's going to deal with Chris J at the very, very least, but he now finds himself locked in a 1v2 that feels unlikely. That Molotov is going to burn them out into the open. They face together, and Mouse get that first round on the board.
You can see Robs' reaction immediately swings when he sees that molly come in, and that's the right call, right? You want to save your teammate. You don't want to just let that last player isolate your CT behind vent or your T behind vent. But there's a world where they line up there and both die. So could have gotten messy. Big round for mousesports, right? Considering there were a lot of early kills for Mad Lions. Frozen getting right past the garage and hitting a great timing past the scout really helps in getting mousesports control outside. And now they're going back out there again. Full rifles in the third, full pistols with an SMG for the Danes. Blade smoke coming through. Frozen will be able to cross or be able to try. He will make it. Mad Lions spam does 30, nothing more. There's more where that came from. Woxic is trying to get down towards B as well. Again, what do mousesports do with this control? That bomb still left back, spawn side, 2 in the lobby, 1 holding for outside aggression. That's Carrigan. Hoping to catch a rotate down secret. And due to this position, his teammates can, never have to worry about the back getting flanked from a yard rotate. Meanwhile, Mad Lions want lobby, and they've taken Rups down there with an AK dropped. Oh, he's tucked in the corner, needing support or not, just wins the flat-out fight. And if they go up roof, they can find the bomb. Carrigan needs to get out of here right now.
Oh, dearie me. And Carrigan is a long way from the rest of his team. If he commits to lobby, which he's looking like kind of curious as to what lies in store. I can tell you what lies in store. It's Shush and Innocent, the 2 players that were just running rampant here. They're still here. And if he loses the bomb, this round should be over for Mouse. This is a huge risk. Yeah. And yeah, I'm not a, I never feel obliged to question the decision that Carrigan's made, but I'm not a lover of that one. Re-peek back into lobby, trying to shut down those players that have gone aggressive, actually gives the bomb over. Yeah. And, then with the other 2 being outside, they are so far removed from that situation that there's just no way you can win that round.
Yeah, you're basing the entire round on 1 gunfight, and if it doesn't go your way, you've lost it, right? So, especially when you've already seen 2 CTs in the lobby and 2 guns picked up, most importantly. Even though Shush, after he gets his kill, he goes heaven, he gets boosted up, he makes a long rotate round, but Innocent didn't move. He still had an AK, and yeah, mousesports, they're already at a massive disadvantage. Don't get me wrong, but can't give up before it's already gone through. Now pistols, these force buy wars favoring Mad Lions this time, back and forth. And mousesports, they're not going to be inclined to continue buying in. I think this is the right decision, taking an eco and waiting for the loss bonus to kick in. Really nothing in this one but a Deagle and a P250. Trying to cross outside is Chris, but he's going to get dropped by the AK. Roy is even closer as well, so it doesn't get easier for mousesports. Flashed forward, lots of blind players, but no one capitalizing. That's not a worry, no rush for Roy. He knows they have to cross, and he's not going to make it easy for them.
Oh, well, bit of damage done towards either side. That flash is going to leave everyone from ours blind. Oh, okay. This is a weird little exchange. Now, like Mao's, yeah, okay, they're in this 4-on-4, but the danger should be pretty mitigated now for Mad Lions. They're dividing up everything else. Everyone else was low, and now they don't need to keep on peeking. Ooh, almost from Woxic. He's got 1 bullet. Oh. There you go. Shush will lend you some.
Yeah, this is a great start for Mad Lions, and mousesports at least waiting for the money to kick in is finally in that moment. We've got guns. We won't have the AWP yet, but we will for Mad Lions. A-Core coming straight in with a drop from Innocent. Team player. I mean, why not when you've got that AK, especially saved from the 2nd round, or 3rd round rather. Frozen, he's taking a hit. He's gone for the Galil to buy utils. And what's the game plan here for Mouse? The close smoke outside, and they're going to try and move behind red. 3 in the lobby, and setting up towards ramp. Denied by the Molotov for now, but there's no rush. The rush is instead down secret. And we're wondering what those rotations are like here for Mad Lions' CT side. Shush is on his own, but he's smoked them off, and he's going to buy time here. A-Core's got the AWP on ramp as well, so it's not an easy passage for mousesports wherever they go. Shush was a star performer last map on Vertigo, and we know how good A-Core can be in this position too. The flash, dodge, and they had to get cross. Shush should know it, but he doesn't know how many players have made it down to decon. They're going to come up the vent.
Oh, okay, some kills found for Mouse. And now they sit in this 5-on-3. And suddenly now it gets interesting. Because, yeah, it does look like it's going to be this A play up through the vent. That's a triple rotation for Mad Lions at ramp. Rops is about to get all this information. And even then could do a hell of a lot more than that. But just looking away at the wrong time, they lose Rops. And now, like, this might interest Mad Lions into actually going for this, this retake over at the A site. They're only a man down as they try and move in through Heaven. They've got Roy flanking in through the back line. And with how they're posted up, it's going to be easy to judge this whole round based on the success of this Assylian flash peek in from Heaven. If he gets a kill, you're going for this if you're Mad Lions. If he doesn't, then you back away and save on the others. And he takes that peek, nothing comes through. Now they lose Roy. That's where they go, all right, we gave it a go, we gave it a try. Let's wave goodbye as mousesports get their second on the board.
Yeah, very nice rotation for mousesports up the vent, right? That was seemingly like the plan from the get-go. They were initially set towards ramp, but it's always nice to do little tricks like that early in the game. You see it especially on pistol rounds. I mean, mousesports did it themselves here in their pistol because you know that Mad Lions are going to be anti to rotate, and they're not going to expect you to run like double fake strategies so early on in the map. They're going to expect more standard stuff. So mousesports, they get B, they get secret, they get the kill on Shush on rotation, and Mad Lions fully rotate ramp. They all fall for it. They all go down towards B, and mousesports hop back up the vent, especially when they get an A pick. That only leans towards them. But yeah, you can see Assylian a bit frustrated there. Mad Lions obviously know immediately what went wrong, and I imagine they're going to be a lot more lenient on those rotations towards lower moving forward.
I think for mousesports, I think about Brandon, you know, you need to get a Liverpoolian player and then you can be Scout Sports, and I think that's pretty legit, right? Here's Hugo, man, thanks for letting that one sit out there.
Yeah, I can't name any Liverpoolian players. Sorry, Harry.
Put in a really bad joke.
Take it.
Which map does Scout Sports prefer? Which map? No, it'd be which bomb site? I messed up already.
Oh, well, there we go. I think the delivery needs some work, Frankie. You know, like,
I like the content.
Yeah, you know, the content was there, the delivery. It's certainly not DHL levels, that's what I'll say. Roy over here looking at these outside smokes, and well, Woxic, he's been spotted creeping through. Roy shutting him down. Man advantage taken for Mad Lions, and now they sit in a 5-on-4. Innocent keeping an eye down here for the cross, and Frozen has gotten past, but that's something that Mad Lions are aware of thanks to Roy over in main. And Molly's certainly given it up. They know he's still here. Innocent, if he gets this kill, this leaves Mad Lions in a great spot. If he doesn't, suddenly there's a lot more pressure down on B. So him getting that, winning that fight, leaves Mouse only with 3. They've got no control down towards B, and that's basically hamstrung them to have to make a play in towards ramp or upper.
Yeah, no rush though. With Karrigan in this position, he can either go up Heaven and they could take A. I mean, ramp is clear, right? But mousesports don't know that. They're going to try and use Karrigan to flank this position and kill anyone Hell side, any AWP setting up CT. There's nothing though. Karrigan smartly ducking below that CT position. We have seen A-Core there earlier. It's going to be up Heaven to A. And we've talked about these low rotations. Mad Lions have got 2 of them right now. A-Core's watching for the rafters. This should be an easy shot, and Karrigan walks right into it. He didn't want to make any noise up there. mousesports, they're going to drop B, where only Assylian sits. We've had a rotate up the vent, so mousesports moving quick. If they can get a bomb plant, that'd be a nice bit of cash injection. Big kill from Rops here, and the plant allowed. Mad Lions in for the retake with a huge advantage.
A-Core waiting before he swings the doors. Here with the AWP, could do some damage. Roy moving in to the window room, gets his head taken off, and A-Core now going to swing that door open, Robs him with another. And this whirlwind has made it happen down towards B. Now in the 1v1, Rops needs 4 in the round if he wants to get a 3rd for Mouse, and Shush on the other side. Rops is going to nail it. Does it all, and even picks up the AWP for mousesports, tying this up at 3-3.
A 2v5 from mousesports on that B site as well. That's unbelievable, right? Mad Lions going to be kicking themselves with these rotates. They made the right read. They had 2 lower. Karrigan dies A, so they assume it's going to be a commitment to A, but Karrigan was just on the lurk on his own, trying to get a pick, sell a fake, do either of those options, and Shush comes back up towards A. Cillian loses his life on B, and even though Mad Lions slow down, you notice how Acor didn't open that door. He would have actually had Rops turn the wrong way looking at the window. If he did, that would have been his kill, but he tries to play it safe, play it by the numbers, the percentages, and wait for his team. And mousesports just force every fight really well towards the window room and the doors. Great stuff. And that's going to leave them sitting pretty, especially when it comes to the money. I like this idea, Mad Lions. They know they've been dealt a lot of outside control by mousesports, so they're going to set up in secret. They're not even going to try and fight on the stairwell. Maybe you send one player up and, you know, almost the rush 2 down banana and then stack 3 inside of B site, you know, hoping that mousesports rush off the back of the kills, but it's going to be 5 coming outside, and they've got 2 kills to their name. Karrigan's cornered. Oh no, he's only going to get 1. Chris J from above looking for some air support. He needs to get that bomb back under control. Cillian stinked him down. That's a ridiculous shot. Will he be able to finish the job? Finding an AK as well. Chris has a player right below him. Cillian can just tuck, but there is a grenade on Rops that might finish the job. Cillian still standing, no more damaging utility, and so if he just stays alive, this position is going to be so valuable later. Rops is still scared of a flank, and in all of this time, we have Shush, who, if the time gets low enough, can run away and play that clock. Chris looking to clear Innocent. He spotted Shush, he's baited in, and there it is, the eco win. Oh my. Full USPs, 5 down B to secret to outside, and they're going to win the round. Mad Lions, they just continue to bring in things I've never seen before. It's so entertaining to watch.
I don't believe what I've just seen. Yeah, that can't feel nice. You know, if you're Mouse, you've lost to USPs there. That's grim, man. That's never fun. They try and get out into this A site, and Rops has gotten very, very deep, very, very quickly. Oh, missed shot, and Roy's gonna bail out his teammate. Shush, he turns, and it's the turning that saved him, and then he finds another kill onto Chris J. Karrigan's alone inside of this A bomb site. He is deep within it, but the rest of the gang almost certainly aren't. If he had the bomb, he could maybe tap it to try and bait some of these peaks, but Woxic over at the vents is the man with the package. Gonna get it into the site, tries to stick it. Peak gonna come through from Acor with that one-way smoke dropped outside by Innocent. Flash down, Roy finding one. There's a flick from Acor, and it's only Frozen left. A Deagle and a Dream, 1v5. This is not gonna be an easy round for Frozen, and it's actually an impossible round for Frozen, especially with the bomb planted for Heaven. So 5 for Mad Lions, a fast eco play in towards A for Mouse, but they invested into that round, and they get really nothing from it.
We were a little worried that maybe communication could be a problem for Mad Lions coming into this tournament, right? Without a lot of time to, obviously everyone speaks English, but without a lot of time to get used to the new style, to you know, have one Polish player inside of a 4-man Danish team with a Brazilian coach. I mean, look at the nationality mix. It's not been a problem at all. There have been some great calls. They give up the A site, they give mousesports the respect, but they come in with 5 alive on the retake and don't lose a player. mousesports, another pistol round for them. Can't rely on a hero AK this time. Acor, he's going to make the jump. Did he see Karrigan? I don't think so. Oh dear, they got a back turn and their head removed. Karrigan with the Deagle. Can he find 2? Acor still outside. Now the hot rush comes in. Innocent anchoring. He needs as many as he can get. He needs more than 2 because they're running him down for the sidelines. Deagle out. Takes down Woxic. This man won't stop, but he might have to get a reload in. Rops is going to run him down before that, and Acor comes in from Heaven to support. Lovely stuff. Would have been easy to stay outside given Karrigan came through main, but that rotation saves his teammate's life and keeps Mad Lions in a commanding lead.
If we look at, like, you know, past even this one series and what this means to both of these teams, obviously, you know, elimination on the line. For Mouse, I think it was so important on the back of the player break, on the back of having some time away from CS, that they came in and they get off to a start that they can, you know, I didn't there to win the event or make like some super deep run, but I feel like they needed a bit of a confidence booster, right, after the mental reset of time away. And this, if anything, is a very, very grim reminder of where they were at pre-player break. Woxic does get taken out over here outside, and Frozen tries to pick up the pace, gets shot in the face. It's all a disaster. mousesports 3-on-4. They do still have Rops waiting in the hut. Innocent's still here at the A site, and he's even got Roy moving over towards Heaven to give him a helping hand. Seems very aware that Rops could have taken up this position, and he peeks it perfectly, deals with him. Chris J now down at the B site, and just looks away at the wrong time. Carrigan, 1v4. This man has delivered me some great clutches to talk about in times gone by, but is this going to be one of them? Innocent in the A site, locks it in, a 7th for Mad Lions. This is incredibly dominant thus far. Mouse, it's back to the drawing board, no money left.
Yeah, to echo what you said, I think that's a very good point. I was hoping for at least playoffs here for mousesports. You know, neither group is easy, right? This is Cologne, for crying out loud. Every team is here for a reason, but they are this is the easier of two groups. Group A, of course, the big names being big who were eliminated, Na'Vi, Complexity, and I'd say mousesports would come under that top 3 inside of the group. Whereas you look at Group B, you've got Fnatic, Astralis, FaZe, G2. And that's me just listing some of them. Vitality there as well, big talking point. But yeah, it's a scary spot to be in right now for mousesports. Mad Lions are coming in fresh, and they look really, really good individually as well. Innocent. I was super curious about this move, considering, you know, pull in someone who has no affiliation with Danish CS, but boy, is this a change looking great. Even in the series Mad Lions lost, Innocent was the top performer, and right now he's looking great on this A site as well. Cillian dealing with a ramp rush. Through the smoke, he dodges the flash. They won't push fast. They're a bit separated. Chris going down first. Cillian with the support of the AWP from CT spawn, and Acor is going to get another. Picked up the gun, but not for long. Rops is gone, and it's Woxic tucked. They might not know, but there are so many CTs collapsing on the ramp room. 3 from Hell, and 8 for Mad Lions. mousesports, we've had a lot of pistol rounds, okay? We've had a lot of ecos in this game so far. So let's see again with the litmus test of these gun rounds for mousesports. They managed to get 7 rounds against Na'Vi on Nuke, on the T side, closing the map in their favor. But right now, this is looking like a shell of their former selves. This is the time to pick it up.
Mad Lions have only rented that warehouse till 5 p.m, so they're trying to get this series over and done with as fast as they can. They've got 40 minutes left on the lease. mousesports, this is really not what we expected from them. This is, you know, we wanted at least a strong finish if their Cologne journey was going to be cut short, but it feels like they're in danger of going out with a whimper. They have to try and turn this around. Frozen moving in behind these outside smokes. The rest of the gang with their eyes fixated at ramp. Acor is waiting with this AWP patiently as ever. And there's the first peek. He doesn't fall for it, bides his time, but it's a missed shot. And ramp room now conceded by Mad Lions. That allows Mouse to move on in, but they lose Frozen outside. Carrigan snuck out through Secret, or Squeaky rather, into this A site, and he's going to uncover that there's nobody here.
Oh dear, up the vent they go. Noise is going to get made. Cillian has no idea how deep Carrigan is as well. I don't know if Carrigan's realized he should have. Woxic's coming in through the hut. Cillian backing up into Carrigan himself. Now a player on top of the hut. Now that is not going to be expected. Carrigan just cleared this position. Shush dropping the bomb and falling back, winning another fight. He will get traded through that door smoke, but now the jig is up. Mad Lions are on heavy rotations. Everyone is surrounding A. This is such a weird round, and it's going to get weirder by the second. Nade to close it out. And Mad Lions up to 9. That's so unlucky. Carrigan makes the perfect call, but he misses every possible timing.
So it's literally a question of just Carrigan not hitting his shots, because that shocked me.
Well, no, he kills the first player in, but it's the guy on top of the hut, right? Mad Lions didn't know he was there, so as they come up the vent, the second player just jumps on top of hut, he drops the bomb, and at that point it's just pandemonium in Carrigan's head. He's already just cleared that position. A's open. I've checked every spot. I've looked at every corner. Where are they? Well, they're where you just cleared. Yeah, that must have been such a confusing round.
That is like a horrific round, because, you know, it's like Carrigan hits the most perfect timing and then hits 2 very unfavorable timings, you know, on players in rotation up through the vents, the area he's just taken his eyes off of. And as you say, like he's communicating, guys, the site is clear, I'm in it. And it was clear when he was in there. That is just, no, that's so unfortunate for Mouse. It feels like everything is against them at this point in time. And I feel like if any, if you losing to the USPs didn't wreck the morale, that round there certainly will.
Absolutely. Especially when they didn't want A, right? They were setting up for a B play. And in fact, Mad Lions was stacked B anyway. Even if mousesports dropped lower, I don't know how much better that would have gone for them, really. But probably better than how that went. Very deep smokes. That's going to land Hellside. I like that from mousesports, but how deep are they going to get? Kara going to get on the lurk. He's been getting a lot of good timings and opportunities. He's crept into main a couple of times and caught Shush on top of the hut. Is this going to be one of them? Fast out the hut for Chris. Shush is hiding in a smoke. He smoked the molly. They're not ready for it again. It is traded, but Roy will finish off Karrigan and the bomb gets dropped. Innocent has not lost a fight from the back of the site. And Acor shotgun offing in the vents. Dear, oh dear, Frozen in the position that Chris just got naded from. And now he's got to do the impossible.
Oh, and there's the flank from Asiliant to put a 10th on the board. It's a team ace for Mad Lions. Everyone chipping in, everyone doing their bit. This is so grim, man. Like, I wanted mousesports to at least resurge here on their map pick and nuke. They looked good on it the other day. It looked like the one map they're feeling comfortable on, and that there just means you have to give even more credit to Mad Lions for this performance.
Yeah, Mad Lions are looking like a real powerhouse right now. As dire as this is from mousesports, right? They're making it difficult. They're making them work for every single kill. That's a good flashbang, though. Acor can't see a thing. Bullets in the face and orb given over. Roy needs to find something. Innocent's going to try and bail them out. Now, this is getting messy. This is turning into chaos, and that's exactly what mousesports want with these close-range pistols. Nice shot from Innocent, still standing strong and keeping 2 up in this round. But in this round, Rops has found a timing. He's going up towards Heaven. mousesports a stalemate in secret and Shush up on Silo.
This Silo position could make or break this round, and as they come up secret, Shush rotates away. That is such a shame. Innocent's taken up position down towards B. Shush is inside of hut, just waiting here in the lobby. And with Rops up in Heaven, this A site is tantalizing indeed. If you get a Heaven post plant, it becomes a very tricky round to lose. Mad Lions, they've kind of realize now that with this big stool from Mouse, it maybe isn't the B play. Shush comes back over here towards lobby, spotting that Molotov, and now Innocent begins his rotation as well. Shush gonna nail that first shot, and now we're into this 2-on-2. Mouse, this was looking like a round they had in the bag. They've tried to play it smart. Rops likely gonna get rewarded here for his patience over in Heaven. And now for Shush, he's gonna realize just how grim a situation this really is. With Rops in Heaven, it is a very hard round for him to find much in. Baits the shot from Chris J. But Rops, as long as he plays timing, this round should be locked in. He tries to go for that trade. It doesn't present itself, but there it is, swinging out late from Heaven when he taps the bomb. mousesports, they're going to get a 4th. Just about.
Doesn't even save the orb, though. Doesn't get there in time. But hey, those are the rounds you need Rops to win. That's why you've got him here. And great position gain from him. Yeah, that was the B play initially, right? And you can see why Mad Lions wanted to drop ramp and go towards B after mousesports took secret. But as you said, the stall, the slowdown, and the lack of info gained on that lower bomb site was enough for Shush to double back. He almost makes it happen, but almost doesn't cut it. 4 rounds. If mousesports can make it 5, this can still be a competitive series, but that's still an if. Rops flashed out. He's going to hit the shot. There's a second player right there, though. Oh, dear. They're pushing from all sides. Mad Lions collapsing on the lobby. I love the call for the last round of the half. This is not something they've done yet, and mousesports are going to just run right past it. The bomb is late, but it's still going to get down to secret unless Acor hits a timing shot. He can't. Karrigan down B. Asilian and Shush. Oh, they've been rotating B every single time to no avail. Well, this time, they are in the right place, and they are going to drop everyone on this lower site. That's excellent for Mad Lions. That was the round they've been waiting for all CT side long, and it comes to close it out at 11-4. Ladies and gentlemen, mousesports could be going from this tournament empty-handed. You're going to have to stick around to find out.
Cause nobody else is showing any empathy. Rudely awake and quiet. sorry that I didn't go to therapy. Thinking everybody, even you's an enemy. Brutally awake and quite undertaken, did not do nothing wrong. Life isn't easy, or why did you leave me here to get drunk alone? And I don't wanna wake up messed up, 'cause I can't spend another day like this. Another type of caked up breakup, where I've been finding any way to my fix. But I know I need you now, 'cause I don't wanna be around. No, I don't wanna wake up messed up. There's gotta be another way past this. If I am so wrong and so gone, miserable, won't you stick around just for some be visible? But you don't know, you don't care. Leave me to suffer, erase all the doubt, pouring Jack in my mouth, in a love with enough for the pain and the drugs to be present for now. But I'm right now, I don't wanna wake up messed up, 'cause I can't spend another day like this. Another type of caked up breakup, where I've been finding any way to my fix. But I know I need you now, 'cause I don't wanna be around. No, I don't wanna wake.
Well, it's 11-4 at the end of the first half of play, and while the chapter could be coming to a close for Mouse here at Cologne, for Mad Lions, we might be moving into a whole new installment of this trilogy if they're able to take this series in two. Nuke leading their way in a very, very big way at the end of that first half of play. And the pistol round now, once again, similar to Vertigo, actually carries a hell of a lot of weight here as to whether or not Mouse are able to pull this game back.
Yeah, this is an excellent game from Mad Lions right now. I was going to say mousesports. Maybe that's what my brain was expecting coming into this series. But Mad Lions, their fight against Complexity on Nuke the other day, a double OT loss. Well, right now they're showing us what they can really do on this map. And despite Karrigan's best efforts and his lurks into that A-bomb site, timings and great calling from Asilian is getting the better of mousesports at every single turn. This communication clearly not an issue right now for the Danish and Polish mix. Now we're going to see what Mad Lions can accomplish on this T side.
Yeah, this is very, very impressive indeed, right, for Mad Lions. And considering the circumstances of having to swap things over to an English-speaking roster, bringing in Innocent on reasonably short notice, and now trying to make the best of a bad situation, they are really increasing their stock as individuals and as this squad. Bit of damage done in the pistol to kickstart this, but it's a fast A play, and Shush opens up. A-Core going to follow through, and now A belongs to Mad Lions. Mouse in a 3-on-5 retake at this A site. Frozen trying to fire off a few chance shots to propel them back into the retake, but it's going to be Rops finding that opener that maybe gets their foot in the door. But are they going to be able to follow through on the back of it?
No one's giving up anything here for Mad Lions. They're just tucking. Flash out. Shush goes aggressive. He knows Frozen's going to swing wide. And Rops from Heaven needs to hit something incredible. He can't. Mad Lions, I like that pistol as well. It's very basic. It's very simple. But you know mousesports going to be jittery when they're about to be eliminated from the tournament. And so what they do is they throw two players towards ramp. Rops makes the call. Woxic rotates out of outside and comes towards ramp to help. And then Mad Lions double back despite showing to a ramp and run right into the A site that is one player weaker than it should be, thanks to that early misinformation. So Woxic 2-15 right now, having a really rough game. And I can't blame him. The money just really hasn't been there for mousesports. We haven't seen those AWPs in play. Mad Lions have been winning eco rounds. They've been doing everything they can. And now Smoke's in the yard, moving fast. Roy is hiding inside of it, saving his own life and taking down Frozen. That is such an awful way to go down for Frozen. He almost hits that timing. He almost sees the MAC-10, but then it pops him in the face out of nowhere. He never knew it could be so close.
Rops is the early rotate down here towards B. Armed with only a deagle, but this man is the only one right now showing the normal signs for mousesports. He's got to do a hell of a lot, and Rops has got to do it single-handedly. As they start to make their way down towards B, Rops is now falling back and starting to clear the ramp side. This has left the B site wide open. Mad Lions, they can just run in, and they've got full control. Rops at least gets the information that his backline is clear, but that's pretty grim compensation for losing this site. It does leave Mouse in a 4-on-5, which, you know, now is still a doable round thanks to that fallback. Woxic here close. He's just seen a man, gets the tag off. A bit of damage traded either way. Rops sprinting in, makes quick work of A-Corp. Shush holding from the double doors, has another kill to follow up with. Rops trying as best he can, but he's caught out in the open. And for Woxic, it's going to be a save on this scout. It's 13 for Mad Lions here, and that decision to force buy from Mouse means that they're not going to have rifles until a 14-4 scoreline.
Yeah, we saw the same situation on Vertigo, sadly. If you remember back to that previous map, it was a dominant first half from Mad Lions, and mousesports had one full rifle round. They lose it, they walk 3 out mid, they die, and then they just relied on forcing until that map swiftly ended, and very swift indeed. And that was after a 10-5 T-side from Mad Lions in the first half. This was even worse. This was an 11-4. So mousesports, they just have no breathing room. Mad Lions stepping on their windpipe. We had Mad Lions win this eco in the first half. Can mousesports do anything like it? Got a little bit more to play with. Rops on armor, pistols out, flash outside. They go aggressive, but Asilian's waiting for it. And we got Roy and Shush with a couple of rifles from a range to pick apart the rest of this CT side. Rops alone and a long way from home.
Well, he knows what they are at least, but you know, I'm really looking
what a positive
for
guy.
Yeah, you know, man, like it's been a very, very clean round for Mad Lions. They play it by the book. They hear that flash going in outside. They instantly all peek to deal with that attempted eco push from Mouse, and Rops might even just get shot in the back here. There's Shush putting him out of his misery. 14 for Mad Lions, and what a game they are having right now. Shush has looked so damn good, like back on Vertigo, incredible. Kept it up moving into Nuke. Just an absolute beast of a man. 14-4, and looking to show mousesports the door. If they get this round, it's 15-4, and there is no money for Mouse. It's all over at that point, and already like it's a damn near impossible comeback. Mouse need to be more resilient now than they ever have been before. It's a fast A play, a real way to test the waters and send a message early on. Innocent with the entry, taking an early man advantage. Molly's going to burn him out. Eventually he extinguishes it and wasn't even getting roasted by it to begin with, falling back into the lobby after taking Carrigan out of the equation early on. Now he's got to try and lead the remaining 4 players to victory here from beyond the grave. Outside smoke's getting lined up. I love this patience right now from Mad Lions, you know. All the pressure is on Mouse, and they are letting them stew in that. They are being so careful with how they approach this. They throw these smokes outside, but this is just a bit of misdirection. Asilian is the only man pushing up behind them, and so Frozen's going to try and move in to deal with this, and he should have this kill here dead to rights at the very, very least, so they get the information that it was only one man outside. Rops. I love this position. He's holding, he's waiting, but Shush just annihilates him on that first peak, so Rops never gets anything done. Doesn't even get the info as to how many players are moving into ramp. The B site falls, and Mouse, they've got to try and retake in a 3-on-4.
Just wave after wave of utility. No way to get back into the site. Shusha's smoke, decon, there's a molly in the double. Roy's going to get flashed, but he dodges it, and oh dear, the doors fly open. Not that that was needed. Roy finds both players, and Chris in a clutch. He's found the first on ramp, retrieved leaving an AK, no kit, so time is of the essence, and the time in this tournament might be gone for mousesports if he loses this round. Oh, that's a nice shot. He's not going to check close, though, is he? Gun out, but Akor's going to clear it first, and Mad Lions, 15-4. They are staying in this tournament by the looks of things. They are fighting tooth and nail for the playoffs, and we are in a world where Mad Lions, despite losing their opening game, might still be able to get that playoff spot, assuming they close out this game, which I think is a safe assumption right now. Their following match to get into the playoffs is going to be versus the loser of Sprout and OG. Of course, we don't know what's going to happen there yet, but I think both of those are opponents that if Mad Lions bring the heat they're bringing today, they could certainly take down on a good day. So keep your eyes on this team. This might not be the last we see from them. Akor's on the AWP.
There's 25 kills on all of Mouse apart from Rops, and then Rops has 17. Like, he is pretty much having to do it all right now, it feels like. And it can't just be a one-man band for this mousesports side. Carrigan's opened this round up at the very, very least with an early nade kill onto Innocent, but is that going to be enough? I mean, even in the grand scheme of things, right, you get this one round, but then you need 10 more to force an overtime. That's not even for a victory on Nuke.
This is a gross buy as well. 4 Famises and an MP9. Blech.
I wonder if Akor's going to get cheeky. Boosted up on top of Red. Woxic is holding from back in CT. He's had a very rough game. And he's going to struggle to get much usage out of this position with only that Famis in hand. Akor peeking above these smokes, trying to spot CT. Never sees him. So Woxic has an element of surprise here. Asilian coming back into the lobby. While he does deal with the first, he shouldn't be ready for Chris J to go close, but he reads it. And Asilian trying to send mousesports home in a very dominant fashion. There's Shush coming in with another in the flick back into the site. Shush has shut up mousesports, leaving it all on Rops. 1v3. Oh, we didn't see the man back in lobby. He's getting pincered from main, but he's still fighting Rops. If anyone could get this 1v3 in the bag, it would usually be him. But armed with only this Famis, he's going to be hard-pressed. Swapping out for another. Does get the AK at least. Kit as well back in the lobby, but a lot of time already ticking off of this bomb. Shush posted up close. Rops. There's an AWP trained in on Hut, so the moment he goes round this corner, he might meet his end. Missed shot from Akor gives Rops a tiny bit more room, but running out of ammo, running out of time, and running out of chances here. Our mousesports, Akor's gonna send them packing. It's 2-0 for the Mad Lions. They keep their lifeline here at ESL 1 Cologne alive and kicking. And for Mouse, it's a very bitter end indeed. 0-2, they get sent home. And that's all from this series, but there's still more Counter-Strike to come. So don't you go anywhere, because I'll know about it.
Yeah, I see no signal, no signs. Girl, you be tripping, no lies. Nah. You said you not set by.
Getting sick of game lag? Kill lag with What the Fast. Get a faster, smoother connection. What the Fast, the gamer's private network.
I feel good. You know what the message is. Suddenly you're with me now. You know what the message is. I be running wild for you, babe. You know what the message is. I don't have no patience. Ain't no conversation. fix my vision. No damn pride. Girl, you max easy. I don't mind leaving, just let me know. Then she told me take it easy. Yeah, yeah. I just came in to make y'all feel good. You know what the message is. Suddenly you're with me now. You know what the message is. I be running wild for you, babe. You know what the message is. I don't have no patience. Ain't no conversation. Feel good. Sometimes make you feel good. I just wanna talk, but you don't wanna listen. Tryna go far, but you got mixed feelings. So I'm finished. I'm on my way. Then you tell me you need it. Back in my space. Hey, yeah. How could I lie? Just to be cold. Wanna be honest. You should know. I just came here to make y'all feel good. You know what the message is. Suddenly you're with me now. You know what the message is. I be running wild for you, babe. You know what the message is. I don't have no patience. Ain't no conversation.
After getting a combined score of 9 rounds across 2 maps, mousesports have made their way out of ESL 1 Cologne, while Mad Lions have proved many wrong by showing they're not down and out just yet. I'm Frankie Ward and I'm joined by Harry and Hugo, and I have to say I was not expecting that performance from Mad Lions today. I have to eat my words, take everything back, and now become a Mad Lions stan, I guess, Harry.
Yeah, I think that's all there is left to do, right? Mad Lions, like, regardless of the fact that Mao is looking like they were off to a very, like, poor start to this tournament, you have to give them a lot of props. Like, you have to remember the language change, the player change, all this stuff coming into this event, losing someone who was such a core part of this team in Bubsky, right? And now they show up, they impress us today. I think even yesterday in that complexity matchup, they had a very good showing, right, with the long, drawn-out game of Nuke. And it makes me very, very excited because there's so much talent in Denmark, especially for such a small country, right? Like, it's almost 25% of players here at ESL 1 Cologne are Danish, which is just mind-blowing. And this Mad Lions squad, well, they compromise a hell of a lot of that with everyone bar Innocent. And they just look so damn good. It's so surprising to see a team come to an event where they're all speaking a different language now and start to look this damn good.
There's nothing better when you have a sick roster and unarguably the best player is picked up by another team, but that roster continues to succeed despite that loss, right? This wasn't just Bubsky. Mad Lions' identity wasn't just one player. These guys are great individuals. The calling was looking so good. Peacemaker, like we've already talked about, with the language change, hopefully can have even more impact than ever before. And Innocent as an individual, while a surprising pickup from the outside, is beginning to show off why.
Well, I'm really intrigued to find out a bit more about how the team is gelling together in the server, so hopefully very soon we're actually going to get to talk about Shush. But before we talk to the player himself, what did you think of his impact, especially on
Shush is the guy who lives up to his name in that he just leaves you lost for words, you know? Like, he is looking so damn good right now. We needed to have, like, a big star emerge, and he's fitting the bill. Like, really, he's looking so comfortable. He knows what, like, his read on the game just feels fantastic. There's so many times where it feels like he can run into a site, has no business getting away with any more than one, and he'll just put up 3, and it's like, oh, well, the round's over. And he always looks really grumpy, and it's like, man, you're incredible. Give us his style. I love it, though. I love him.
I feel like that's not him being grumpy with himself, though. That's him just looking down.
It's like a
us.
stern look. Yeah.
The screen that we're looking at a little bit higher, so we can all feel a little bit ashamed of ourselves because apparently we've done something wrong because, well, I did something wrong. I underestimated Mad Lions today. Shush should be joining us right now. Shush, if you can hear me, I'm really interested to know how you've grown into this star player role since Bubsky left the squad.
I wouldn't say I'm really a star player, but
Would
we
you say
have a
you
lot
are a
of,
star player after that performance? Sorry to interrupt you. I just can't believe what I'm hearing.
Like I feel like I have a lot of space to do other things that I couldn't do before. So, and I feel like my aim allows me to do those things. So.
Yeah, obviously you guys have made like a pretty big switch up, right? And having to now